Alright, when last we left off, we had finished our investigation on, the corpse. The fetid, rotting corpse of, Nagito. And now, we're headed into the trial. I've finished all my preparations. I do want to go through the e-handbook one more time. Truth, we'll see. We got Monokuma file number 5. The victim is Nagito Komeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. Estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds in each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. Geek Master, Platinum Pikachu, and Andreasi. Here's a sub for your subs. Wow, one of those was a gift from Magma Cody. Hopkins Prague with the 43 months of tier 1 saying, woo, September. Platinum Pikachu saying, I can't stay long, but I'm done to watch the Dragon Rampage 2 after a great direct. Also, for the record, Sonia's my favorite. Here's a sub for your subs. Mwah. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. Multiple stab wounds on his thighs. Torture wounds. Both of Nagito's legs were tied with rope, and each rope was tied to nearby pillars which prevented him from moving. His thighs were also covered with a lot of stab wounds. Burned rope. The rope that was tied to Nagito's right arm burned off. However, Nagito's right sleeve looks clean. Survival knife. A survival knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand. The knife is from the military base, so it's safe to assume that the wounds on Nagito's legs and left arm were caused by this knife. Blood in the left hand. Blood was splattered on the palm of Nagito's left hand. For some reason, the splatter cut us off the middle of his palm. Also, the back of his left hand has a natural blood stain that is only above the middle joints of his fingers, which means he's probably gripping something. Duct tape. Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape. However, the blood that was splattered on his face wasn't under the duct tape. The tape itself had a lot of crinkles in it, as if Nagito was desperately moving his mouth underneath. Spear of Gungnir. The spear impaled through Nagito's stomach, a cord with an iron weight at the end of it extends from the back of the handle. For some reason, only the section where the cord and weight touch is bloody. Monokuma plushie. A life-size plushie was found on the floor near the fire's origin point. It has a huge bloody hole in its stomach as if it was stabbed. Blood in the girder. Faint red line was on the ceiling girder inside the goods warehouse. Presumably, the spear was suspended from that, and Nagito dropped it on it. Not Nagito didn't drop it on himself. It was dropped onto Nagito. Nagito dropped it onto himself, good lord. Monokuma panels. A lot of tipped-over Monokuma panels were scattered around the goods warehouse. In one area, the panels seemed to be laying on top of each other in a straight line, orderly line. Oilator. Found the fire's origin point. It looks like this is what caused the fire. MP3 player. An MP3 player that comes with a speaker. The music that was blaring throughout the warehouse when Hajime and the others arrived was coming from this. Sony's account. Sony secretly used one of the bombs in the military base at the ancient ruins and found out that the bombs were fake. At the time, Monami was apparently peeking at the whole thing. Monokuma's account. Monokuma knew all along that the bombs were fake. However, he apparently never revealed that fact to anyone. Monami's notebook. The diary that Monami updated every day. Or did she? According to Monokuma, Monami can't write. Bingo! Lady Foxtail with the 10 months of tier 1 saying, yay, 10 months. Just wanted to let you know, Tom, that I finished watching your Deltarune Chapter 2 VOD. There's so much talent. Cannot imagine anything for a better Spamton voice. Your effort definitely didn't go unnoticed. You deserve all the love. Thank you very much, Lady Foxtail. Here's a sub for your sub. Mwah. Hey, everybody, it's me, Spamton. Gee, Spamton. I have what you want, and that is hyperlink blocked. Complete anime fan with the 15 months of tier 1 saying, always a good day for murder. Here's a sub for your sub. Mwah. Gas mask and gloves. These were hidden at Nagito's cottage under his bed. Blue piece of paper. Found at Nagito's cottage under his bed. It's a round, thin piece of aluminum paper.
That's right. Boob lust.
Gurgon of the 690 bits saying, ah, that's right. Hyperlink blocked. Lust. Time to be a big shot. Now's your chance to be a big shot. A round, thin piece of aluminum paper. which is probably the lid to that bottle. Poison. Right, the poison for Hajime. The poison specifically designed to poison Hajime. Hajime's poison. Poison found inside the refrigerator at Nagito's cottage. The warning label in the back says the bottle states, "This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care." Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air and breaks down in minutes. And it is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. Hope's Peak Academy file. This file contains the Hope's Peak Academy student profiles for all 16 students participating in the school trip. Due to the fact that Monokuma forged the traitor's profile, looking at this won't help identify who the traitor is. And that's it. How you doing? No poop? Okay. Yeah, so let's get down to business. Finish preparations. And goodbye, chat. You are hereby...
Let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
You are hereby banished to emote only.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for Whodunnit.
If you wish to continue chatting about this, there is a spoiler section in my Discord.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person...
Death! Death! Death!
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Yes, spoilers for spoiler chat and the stream chat for, well, regular stream chat if you want to use it for that.
Oh my! Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit?
I'm assuming that has to do with that whole thing about rabbits making mochi on the moon.
Chesto! One more time! Jeez! How about this one?
Oh no 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 no!
Be my final blow! It's useless.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all. The victim is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
It was
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
No, that might not be it.
Huh?
Kazuichi?
Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
I thought Kazuichi was gonna say something smart and then he just got defensive. Traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito is here, right? Are they the same person? Or I like how torture wound, survival knife, duct tape, Monokuma plushie, Monokuma panels, oil lighter, and Monokuma's account. Before we go on, I want to say that I like how Gundam's X is like a Times New Roman X.
I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up.
Right, tortured Nagito.
What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect Is whoever found the bomb first?
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Yeah, Monokuma's account and whoever found the bombs first. No, wait. Why'd the killer have to torture Nagito? No. Were the wounds on Nagito's body really caused by torture in the first place?
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up.
Torture wounds.
I'm telling you, they were
Survival
torture.
knife. I wish there was a better way to see all the bullets that you have available to you. Both Nagito's legs were tied with a rope. There is. How do I do that? Rope was tied to a nearby pillar, preventing him from moving. His thighs were also covered in a lot of stab wounds. Burned a rope. Try to figure out if the wounds were from torture. How would Nagito... My brain is running at a mile a minute here. My mind is thinking... I'm thinking that maybe Nagito was holding... Could Nagito have done this to himself? If he was holding the knife and he stabbed himself, then the bloodstains on his hands make sense. You hold Q.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was
Monokuma
so
plushie,
beat up.
Monokuma panels, oil lighter, Monokuma's
What were they
account,
trying to
torture
find
wounds,
out by
survival knife,
torturing
and
him?
duct tape.
Definitely
Okay,
the
hold
bomb's
on. Oh, wait! Yeah, they wouldn't have
If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
yeah, so
That was
it was the
Fuyuhiko.
duct tape then.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Why did the killer have to torture Nagito? No, were the wounds on Nagito's body really caused by torture in the first place? See, I'm thinking the duct tape and the torture
The killer
bit.
didn't tape Nagito's mouth. I'm telling you, they were.
The reason Nagito's body was...
It's because the killer tortured
No, dummy!
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything. If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
Uh-oh.
I just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
It's a trap. Stupid. Rebuttal showdown. Torture wounds, burn rope. Torture wounds, burn rope. Survival knife. Duct tape, spear of Gungnir. Monokuma plushie, oil lighter. I think torture wounds are the ones I want.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped, you obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated. I can't back down.
Duel, cross swords. Oh boy. Advance.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went. First, the killer tortured and got information about the bomb's location.
Okay.
Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
Damn it. Tape Nagito's mouth shut from him. That's true. That sounds reasonable. But the crinkling. I hope duct tape was one of them, because if they killed him before they put the duct tape on his mouth, then there wouldn't be crinkles on it like there are there.
Bingo! Pay attention. This is how it went.
There it
down.
is.
First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location.
Can't cut that.
Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
Ah, wrong one. Hajime, you idiot. What are you even saying? Are you trying to rebut me with that?
Crap!
I'll be able to cut through Kazuichi's rebuttal with this. Think it
Pay
over one more
attention.
time.
This is how it... First, the killer torched and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him... Allow me to cut...
No, dummy! Car Freezing gets a tier 1 sub to Atmos Man. Here's a sub for your sub. What?
There's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
What did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
Are you in elementary school or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
Cowboy James Hyde with the 8 months of Prime. Here's a sub for your sub. Mwah, saying, yeah, Danganronpa.
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds. Which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
Lady Fawkes still getting 5 tier 1 subs to several people, including Big Boss Lover 99. Shout out Shinobi, Dark Hail Metric Zero, Abyss Fenrir, and Federico. Here's a big sub for your sub. Mwah. And Spirit of Water Montaro with the 13 months of tier 1 saying, Tom, no. S Temple Red Herring. Here's a sub for your sub. Mwah. Red Herring! A pup named Scooby-Doo. When did that show even come out anyway?
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Which means it's Hajime.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
Bingo! Big Rick Nova with the 27 months of tier 3. Here's a big sub for your sub. Mwah, mwah, and mwah.
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Well, the fire was set.
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Someone set it up beforehand because the domino effect
Which
with the
means
cardboard.
It is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now,
The
we should suspect that some kind of
panels
setup
triggered
was
it, basically.
used for this.
Yeah, the panels triggered it.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
Like the panels.
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect. Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is!
Damn right it is! The reason for the fire, huh? They're right. We need to clear that up first. There's the panels and the lighter. Torture wounds, burned rope, survival knife, duct tape, Monokuma plushie, Monokuma panels, oil lighter.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it
Clatter,
can
clatter,
stand
clatter.
upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Whoops! Don't rule out sound waves. Sounds are waves, you know. Make a sound wave big enough to tip over a layer. You need some kind of tool for that. All you gotta do is present that tool.
Crap.
No, this isn't good. I gotta think it over one more time.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at
The killer used some. He lit the curtain on.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil?
They probably just based on the shape. It can stand up
If they tipped over, it could have ignited the.
some way?
Maybe they used invisible.
There should have been a way to tip it.
or perhaps opening the door caused.
Yes, dummy! Sorry, Sonia.
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Because, wait, who kicked down the door? Was it Akane? She started the fire! It had started burning when the door was opened!
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan!
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
Sorry, buddy.
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A big
A
stretch.
domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
The lighter at the end of the tunnel.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
Scattered a bunch of other ones around, right? Killer did one other thing to hide the domino effect. Oh. Oh, God. Okay, A lot of tipped over panels were scattered around the warehouse in one area. The panels seem to be laying on top of each other in a straight, orderly line.
Crap!
No, that's not it. I need to think it over one more time. What do I think to hide the domino effect? The MP3 player?
I see! You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
Oh. What do you know? Kazuichi was onto something with sound waves. The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still getting used to the bright sunlight. With that darkness, a loud hymnal blared through the warehouse at full volume. Hey, do you guys hear something? Yeah, it's really damn loud. Is Nagito like listening to this depressing crap? No, I'm not talking about the music. And as if on cue, it suddenly started.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right?
Kane's got superhuman hearing.
Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
It's fine. I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Clatter, clatter, clatter. Huh? It's not opening? Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'd be fine? I've just got to use a little more force. What happened to opening it slowly? Akane ignored their protest. With a mighty kick, the door flew open. Bam!
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
No.
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
If that door was the only entrance to the warehouse... I see. So the problem Chiaki's talking about is... the killer couldn't have left.
I see! If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Oh boy.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Nagito. Huh?
You don't mean...
But if that's true... This murder...
Hajime? What do you mean?
Person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse. There's only one person who could have done that. Select someone.
This is my answer!
You're the only one!
What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
And judge, jury, and
This
executioner.
was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Would it, though?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
The burnt rope was burnt before Nagito put it on his arm, and so he had a free arm to work with it. I feel like I'm overlooking something. Torture wounds, burned rope is what I need. Oh, knife, duct tape, Monokuma plushie oil lighter. Yeah, burned rope.
To actually actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Thanks.
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Thanks, great. If our assumption that Nagito committed suicide is correct, Nagito should have tied himself up too. That's okay, right?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Nope, didn't work. Dang. Bloodhoof with the 66 months of tier 1 saying 66 bingos. Did I win bingo night yet? Is a sub for your sub. Mwah. Is there a way to tie up your arms and legs by yourself? Try demonstrating it right now, you dumbass. Wandering Stars with 3 months of tier 1. I made a mistake. I need to think it over one more time.
To actually tie up your own
So
that's
tie up your own arms
obviously
and legs.
impossible.
Tying just the legs, tying both arms would be
You couldn't do much with the
It'd be impossible if you were by
You're
yourself.
by
How
yourself.
about if you use your teeth?
Teeth.
Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
What are my other bullets? Just focused on the burned rope. Because the rope was tied to Nagito's right arm, burned off. However, Nagito's right sleeve looks clean.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Torture wounds,
That's
burned
obviously
rope,
impossible.
survival knife,
tying just the legs
duct
is
tape,
one thing,
Monokuma
but
plushie, Monokuma panels,
tying both arms
oil
would be
lighter.
impossible.
It's gotta be the burned rope,
You
right?
couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Dirty joke. Is that a dirty joke? Our assumption that Nagito committed suicide is correct. Let me try the first one.
To actually tie up your own.
That is right. No, dummy!
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were.
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
Just assuming that he was tied up
That
there.
was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
Concrete. Proof that the burnt rope on Nagito's right arm is... oh boy. His right sleeve.
I see.
Take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural.
It's not unnatural to be loved by anyone.
That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
It's impossible to stab.
Yeah, I mean,
a
sex
knife
work
with
is
your
work.
right hand with
Although
your
these
right
are high
hand.
school students, so...
That much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me. Give me back that Benjamin.
What? Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back? What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
Wow. $10,000. Way to stab yourself in the right hand using only your right hand. Okay, there's definitely an answer for this. The plushie.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Nope.
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
Yes, dummy!
I agree with that.
Hey, Seb.
The life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near
Dude
him,
must have an
and it
insanely
also
high
explains
pain
the mysterious
tolerance.
blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
Oh, he dead. He is
A
dead.
bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
Or a
After stabbing his hand,
or a doll
he
whose
no
hair
longer
grows
needed
at
the
all.
plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right?
I just want to say that if I do end up finishing this chapter tonight, not saying I will, but I'm just saying if, because I don't know what's coming up here. If I do end up finishing this chapter tonight, that means that the day after this VOD is posted on YouTube, the No Dummy and Yes Dummy shirts will be gone. I just want to make that clear to everybody who hasn't ordered one yet. I also got to make sure I get one to my artist. The artist who made the No Dummy Yes Dummy shirts.
If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito.
Okay, he was grasped. So hold on.
If that's true, how is that possible?
So like if we could tell by looking at this, you can see on the weight, on the end of the weight on the top of the screen there is there's like a space in the blood. So he was holding that while it was suspended, which is why his left hand doesn't have any blood on it. They dropped it and had it impale him.
He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
Wishful thinking.
There is a limit to his constitution.
Yeah, his saving throw isn't that good.
If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Here it comes.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Kazuichi.
Say it one more time. I need to record it. For reasons.
That was
bastard,
truly
better cut it out.
cringeworthy.
Garganoff with a 770-bit saying, "Horny jail soda."
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab
that's
yourself with
right.
a spear.
Boob lust.
And Og Craig X with the 690 bits.
It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? That's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Monomi's sassing me.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us,
Mogus.
Kazuichi?
Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
Charlie Celestia with the 100 bits saying Kazuichi is such a pervert. And I can't say that word on Twitch, unfortunately.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
However, I can say that it rhymes with shrimp.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Huh?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
Everyone working together.
Chiaki's the murderer! She's right. We made it through several ordeals up till now by doing just that. Then even now.
All right, let's do this.
Blood on the left hand.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear?
With the blood on the left hand.
Let's work together and think this through.
It's very touching.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
No, dummy!
If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth?
Or maybe he used his front tail.
I know guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
What are you saying?
A blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
Alright, I could have skipped that, but I'm glad we didn't.
How did Nagito's... Let's work together. When the spear stuck, his right hand was...
He was only able to move his left...
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
No, dummy!
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain. But it's not the only unnatural bloodstain.
The other one is on this the weight of the cord on the spear.
Look, there's blood on the
never
back
mind.
of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit.
Let's Dora the Explorer this. Let's
If
stop and
there's
think.
blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
Let's use our handy dandy notebook. Blue's Clues prepared me for this. What was Nagito's left hand doing when the blood was splattered? Gripping.
I see.
When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Stop bringing that up!
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear.
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
I just thought of something. This implies that Akane has never had a sex education class in her entire time in school. She's basically female Goku. That's right, that's the problem.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
The cord!
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear, I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
The shaft or the tip? What was he holding on to? The cord.
I see.
That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Nagito's hand.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Gurganoff Thunderbit saying holding on to the dangly bits, you say?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh?
Yeah, not the front tail.
And then the blood that was supposed to end up here
Ended up on his hand.
ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
More
That is
over-the-top
the
thing
clue
that can
to
easily
solve
be
this
solved with
mystery
evidence.
besides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. Good bits from Decoy Trey saying, gotta give it to Nagito, he had spear it. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear? Cause it's the weight of the gravity.
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
Underbits from Charlie Celestia saying if
At a
Akane is
time
female
like
Goku,
this.
she probably would have a mutton button. She'd probably love to have a
How
muffin
about we
button.
stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once.
Ah! Or the TPTTOSAATIOETAAAO plan, right?
That's a long plan name.
Blue Nexella with the 101 bits saying this trial sure is gripping.
One step at a time. What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
It was dangling from the ceiling over a girder.
Position.
And there is evidence to back it up. Nagito was facing up and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So if it's just before that... That's it. Could it be? State of the spear and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment. If I put those together and think about it, I should be able to figure it out. Where was the spear, and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito? Oh boy, mental dive. Logic dive. SSX, baby! Oops! Checkpoint reached. Woohoo! Question 1. Where was the spear just before Nagito, before it impaled Nagito? Above Nagito. Yeah, mute! Do a method next! I think I gotta get some sick air before I can do a method. I can only do mutes. Question 2. Besides the spear, what else is above Nagito? A ceiling girder. Whoa! Here it comes! Mute! No, I didn't do the mute! Now do the mute. Yeah! No, the method! What connected both the spear and the ceiling girder? Wait, what connected the spear and the ceiling girder? The spear's cord. Oh boy. Tricky! Hoo! Complete! Man, I want to play the game on the stream, but there's a lot of copyrighted music in that.
It's all coming together.
Eureka, dummy!
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
In the middle of the air.
Nagito did that all by himself. Did he have some sort of ESP?
Would not surprise me in this game.
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Like they're just like dropping the trial and just like talking about the potential superpowers they'd all want.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder and using that as a support. He hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling.
Well, I can throw that evidence out then. I'm never gonna have to use that again.
Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
His reasoning for doing it? We didn't follow the killing school life. The 4th case was supposed to be the suicide. Now I'll have to make up for it in the 5th case.
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end.
I like the idea that he's just casually doing this. No emotion on his face whatsoever. It's just like, this is an average day. I'm just gonna stab through my thigh.
Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth, too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
Wake up in the morning, untie myself from the bed that I tied myself to. Go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, gargle, shave, stab myself in the leg with a knife.
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
I just wanted to create a situation of despair that you hopefuls could overcome. After all, the darkest despair can be outdone by even the smallest glint of hope. Don't you get it? I did all this for you.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
That's our Nagito! Jeez, and I was starting to feel a little sympathetic for him. How stupid of me. Completely underestimated his capacity for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he died. That's the form his malice took. I'd forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at us.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi.
Like here's the thing. They're trying to figure this out. But in reality, Nagito is probably just like, I wanted to create a situation that Hope would have to overcome. You're doing great.
He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other. It tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
Y'all have known Nagito for long enough now to know what he's like.
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. The bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so he'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is, or?
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Huh?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
Who killed Nagito? Wait.
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that he couldn't have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
Something related to Nagito's death. A piece of evidence that even he couldn't mess with. The bombs? Oh boy. Blood in the Girder, Monokuma plushie. Survival night, torture wounds. Estimated time of death, nude sharp. Stab was on the thighs. Okay, that's stuff we already knew.
Crap!
No, this is Nick. He's worried about something else. Ooh, I don't know what it is. Piece of evidence that even he couldn't mess with. Related to his death. The MP3 player, the oil lighter, the panels, the blood on the girder. The blood on the girder? It's the only thing I can think of because it's so high up.
Crap!
No, it's not that either. Every time I get one wrong, I get a chance to look at it again. Related to his death. Something related to Nagito's death. A piece of evidence that even he couldn't mess with. Nagito's legs were tied with rope and each rope was right. His thighs were also covered in a lot of stab wounds. Okay. The rope that was tied to Nagito's right arm burned off, however his sleeve looks clean. Okay. A survival knife that stabbed into Nagito's right hand. The knife from the military base. It's safe to assume that the wounds on Nagito's left arm, legs and left arm were caused by this knife. Blood was splattered on the palm of his hands. The middle joints of his fingers. No. The duct tape. No. Spear of Gungnir. Spear impaled through the stomach. A cord with an iron weight at the end of it extends from the back. The handle. For some reason, it's the only section... only the section where the cord and weight touch is bloody. Life says Monokuma plushie that was found near the door. No. Faint red line. That one already wasn't it. Tipped over Monokuma panels. Found the fire's origin. Looks like it caused the fire. MP3 player that comes with he wouldn't have been able to turn on the music.
Crap!
Nope, that's not it either. Alright, I'm stumped. Chat. Be free from your shackles and give me the answer! Or a hint, either or. Something he couldn't have tampered with. Check the file again? Discovered near the factory. Estimated time of death. Believed to be noon sharp. Wait, this file or the other file? Body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed through his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, the lacerations on his left arm and knife impaled through his right hand. Time of death could be different.
I see! Is it about the Monokuma fire?
Alright, back to the void. Thank you, chat.
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
Is it the time of death? The victim is Nagito Komeda. The body was discovered in the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed through the stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. Suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki is worried about is presumably the time of death. What is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? Hangman's Gambit. Bingo! Uh-oh. Something of death. Oh god, there's a lot! Two of them combined when I wasn't even... Alright, C. Okay, you! No! E? No! God, there's a lot of these! Hold on! C. C. A. S. Oh, cause of death! Bingo! Christ in a handbasket! God, give me these! I need a T! There aren't any T's! No! Damn it! Oh! That was the worst Hangman's Gambit by far.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
Every other Hangman's Gambit up until that point wasn't nearly that bad. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was the cause of death.
Is he not dead?
Included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma,
I plead the fifth!
The fifth.
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Nikon's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
Here we go.
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
What could be worse than one to get us
I just
killed?
remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
Friends!
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You are right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
Aw.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Fuzuryu-chan! Or Kuzuryu-chan!
You heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Kiryu-chan!
Splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. Then this situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking. Probably not. Trial suspended. Goodbye.
No.
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was gonna start, but... Well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monokuma? Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed! Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone else. So, Monokuma are the bestest of best friends! Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough! Why do I have to be hated that much? Besides, the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1mm bit. How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know? We aren't even friends in the first place. Then as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my brother! It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys. Well, there may be some demands for that. I fell for it! I totally took the man bait!
Man bait. Trial resume.
I'm Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome.
Actually, Monami, according to your test, you have an enlarged heart. That's what that swelling sensation in your chest is.
Bingo! That's why I'm gonna fight too.
Super thinking about Bob with the 6 months of tier 1 saying, improved, Kappa. BLR nerd with the 21 months of tier 1. Kirking off with 100 bits saying the man bait. That's the front tail, right? Yes. Because it's like a worm that you put in a fishing hook. Bait. Hero Cash Show with the 55 months of tier 1 saying, oh boy, I came at a good time. Here's a sub for your sub. Mwah.
I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
Thanks, Monami.
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this?
Hey, bud.
In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities. Huh.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is a knife stabbed into his hand, but...
I'm still on the working assumption that Nagito's not dead.
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
Well, we did overlook a lot of stuff. Overlooked,
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly. We should cooperate at a time like this.
What if he drank the poison? A fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is no matter what. Make your case! Monokuma File 5, torture wounds, duct tape, blood in the girder, oil lighter, piece of blue paper, and special Monokuma poison.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
Yes, dummy!
That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison?
The poison Dracula!
Poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
Hajime! Hajime! I'm in terrible pain! I need you to suck up me poison! Nah, Hajime don't suck! Hajime, consent and counter! Consent and counter! La 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 la! Consent and counter! La 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 la!
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
But you're a reserve student! Reserve students suck! This is making way too much sense.
Scrape and lick.
Mad Riddler with the 666 bits. I don't know why I brought the sub up, but thank you for that.
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing.
Like MODOK is a mental organism designed only for killing.
Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
He's a Yakuza, you idiot!
What does that mean?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily,
Can trust
right?
Pelican for giving good love to baby. Friend Pelican.
Marcus Wellner with 1,000 bits says Charlie Day is going to be Luigi in the Mario animated movie. I can't wait for Luigi to get addicted to caffeine. Start rattling off conspiracy theories about the mail. Waluigi in Smash Bros. Waluigi in Smash Bros. The man does not exist.
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
Exodia? You think it has to do with
If it
Exodia?
was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
Oh my god.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
Hell no! No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
The Spear of Longinus?
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label.
Maybe.
Maybe.
The ways that the poison entered Nagito's body. The answer is written on the warning label? Should think carefully and try to remember it. Logic dive. Beep. Tricky. Hoo. For some reason, this makes me think of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's music. Dun 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 dun. What state was the poison in when it affected Nagito? I can't look at my stuff. I'm gonna say liquid, but it might have been a gas. It was a gas. And it's heavy, so it was on the floor. Slalom, Hajime! Slalom! Ooh! I could have chosen a much more difficult path if I had jumped over to that other area. Probably would have been faster, too. How did the poison enter Nagito's body? Through his nose, because he would have inhaled it. Duct tape was only over his mouth, not his nose. This kind of reminds me of the Tokyo Megaplex level from SSX. Method!
It's all coming together.
I thought I forgot I had to click for that.
What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
Oh, that's good poison. I wish I had some water so I could make the bong effect. Though volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
The reason we didn't breathe in the poisonous gas should explain that too. I'm gonna say the sprinklers, because it's prone to hydrolysis or whatever.
I see.
It's also heavier than
sprinklers in
air,
the
so I
warehouse.
assume to be on the it'd be
Thanks to
like
those,
lower on
we
the
didn't
ground
inhale
and
that
disperse
poison
that
gas.
way.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
He's eating, okay. In gaseous state, it's heavier than air, breaks down in minutes, and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it's possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Electrolysis
Of course!
break.
Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that form the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers.
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right. All the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
No!
Well, but...
What? There's still more?
I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive. Nagito's malice. Is it really okay? Can we really just finish this here? No, that can't
There
be.
might have been an accomplice.
Huh?
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
Nagito really brought poison to the warehouse. The thing that would have been left behind is... the meat on the bone! The container. Dotson232 with the 51 months of tier 1 is sub for your sub. Mwah.
Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
It's liquid, you dingus.
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Keeps looking secure by storing in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
Or maybe the container was looked like one of the fire grenades.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just too...
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
Right?
Totally spies.
Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
Well, guess what? You're gonna get one. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I just want to rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt. But...
That's no good.
That's no good.
Huh? I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh? The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga.
Well,
still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is?
I feel like he stored the...
Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing. And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
What is this feeling just now? There we go. Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Maybe what Akane just said now might be a new clue. From there, I might be able to reach an answer. Yep, he emptied out the fire grenades and stored the poison in one of them. The way Nagito brought the poison, which means the thing used as a container was an empty fire grenade. Oh no! Oh no! No! so many G's! I need a D!
I got it! I see. I got it.
Huh?
The fire grenades. Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
And then Kazuichi's like, dude, it's over. Just stop.
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse. It can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
Plus, if he wanted to kill everybody, he would have just left the. He wouldn't have thought about the sprinklers dispersing the poison.
That bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
Boom shakalaka.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
That's what that blue aluminum thing was under his bed.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime. Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
We threw the poison in there. Sonia's words contain a clue that the contents were... Yep. Aluminium!
I can prove it with this. Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
Aluminium.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
Jump me with the 26 months of tier 1. Here's some for your sub. Lost saying, Tom,
He
no!
took extreme caution when swapping them.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right? So in the end,
Wrong!
he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already!
One of us threw it. Ooh. One of us threw it and killed him. But we don't know who.
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
There was an accomplice.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
Yep, Chiaki got it.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
Ooh.
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is
Who
this
all
not
threw
settled?
grenades?
There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry. Bingo! But I just realized it.
Okay, Sean with the 21 to tier 1 saying, what's 9 plus 10? $19. 21 is 21. Okay. If that's a meme, I don't know it. Here's a sub for your sub. Mwah. How's it going, Deshaun?
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to
It's from
store
a
the
vine.
poison.
Okay.
So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought, the moment Nagito breathed in the poison were the same? Could the same moment be when we all threw the fire grenades?
I see! Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, no, only one of the bottles
When
was...
we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
one of us.
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
What the heck? You said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Then who killed Nagito?
Whoever threw
You mean-
the grenade.
Who's the actual killer, right?
Whoever threw the grenade that had the poison in it.
Know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Huh? The person who prepared the fire grenade was... Wait, prepared it? Wait, what do you mean by prepared?
Crap!
Nope. Would have been Nagito, right?
I see! It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poison grenade?
The person who set the warehouse fire was Nagito again.
I see! That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
The reason Nagito set the warehouse on fire? To make someone throw the poison.
I see! Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
So one of us would throw the poison!
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito.
Poison for Nagito.
It was all a
Nagito's
trap to
poison.
make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Right, the poison.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Huh? Could it be? Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him.
I'm actually kind of curious if even Monokuma knows who killed Nagito.
The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison. And then...
Hold on! If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Schrodinger's cause of death.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along.
Despair. Despair.
Even the wounds all over his body. It was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces. For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
Well, we don't know if it's you.
What's the fucking issue here?
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
That's when he hears it in the back of his head.
Come on, Hajime. You know me better than that. I mean, if it really wasn't solvable, then that would mean despair wins, right? You just have to push through with hope. Because after all, hope wins at the end of the day.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
Oh, I know!
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras.
I know!
If Monokuma doesn't know, his trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
I know!
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
How can you? I'm so jealous. I mean, how can you have such an awful power?
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Guess, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
1 in 6
Giving
chance.
up all we can do?
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct. Hajime, please.
Put it together, Hajime. That's right. Doesn't mean the trial is over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito. Should be clear what kind of trap he set. And I have to do it. Even if it leads to despair.
I got it. Let's do this then.
Let's put together a manga. Let's put together a manga. Let's put together a manga. What stock do we all got? Dun, dun, dun. Wow, this is long. Also, amazing Nagito face right here. Even if it is one that's in, like, severe pain. 100 bits from Charlie Celestia saying, I'd make my joke about Kazuichi from earlier, but I didn't know they censored the S word. You already had one of the five. Oh, here we go. It's got to be the video message, but I don't know where to put it. Nope. Let's be on the Monokuma panel. How did he put the spear here? Nagito propped the knife up with something. The reason we went to the warehouse was... There we go. Tied the burned... Wait. I'll tie the burned rope to my right hand. Why is that in the first person? Nope. It's probably him letting go of the spear, honestly. Nagito tied himself up. Let's be on the Monokuma panel. Nope. Inside the thrown fire grenade was the poison! Last stock!
Here's everything that happened in
Ba
this
da da
case.
da 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 da.
The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda.
Komaeda, okay.
He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan. Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon.
It was after his MMA career.
Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base. Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade.
Blue aluminum.
With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory,
and chugged it. Da-doon.
And put it back with the rest of the
Or maybe
grenades
it's
in the
spelled
break room.
backwards. Denude.
The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere.
I have a bomb.
While we were looking for the bomb,
What?
that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse.
Great Mr. Wandering Star saying the poison for Nagito. Poison chosen
In
specifically
order
to kill
to set up a
Nagito.
fire,
Nagito's
Nagito arranged the
poison.
Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion. First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream...
Looks like masking tape, honestly.
He stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. Finally, he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin.
Hooray! I'm Nagito
Meanwhile, we
Koimeda.
finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message.
And I'm here on TV to tell you to screw
After
off,
seeing his
despair.
message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan.
He
We opened the
played
door
us
to
like
the
a
warehouse, which
goddamn
inadvertently
fiddle.
started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain.
I think there'd be a flame retardant curtain.
Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory.
I almost said
to
commerted.
obtain some fire extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply.
Oh no, they're all gray
It
men!
occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared. The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was.
Cosplayer Dork with the 8 months of tier 1. Here is a sub for your sub. Oh, I'm sorry, but what kind of thing is a fire grenade? It's basically like a pressurized plastic bottle filled with like flame retardant materials. It's used when it explodes, it smothers the fire.
Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness.
Also, for whatever reason, none of the other ones seem to do anything. Maybe they were expired. Splorch.
Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap.
Game over. Roll credits.
In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity. This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
No, I figured it out. I just don't want to say.
Just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was?
Huh?
He said this to us earlier.
It's Hajime. It's going to be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no way hope can lose. Absolute hope that can break through any despair can never lose in a place like this. And not only that, I believe in you all. I believe in the time we spent together.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart. I want you to try to remember what that is.
Hope can overcome any despair. What Nagito believed in was his talent of absolute luck.
I see!
Of ultimate luck.
Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
After all, the time we spent together, I believe in you guys. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So it's definitely going to be alright.
Guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
But In his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
Wait, how do you know that? It wasn't life-threatening at all. It was just a little escape game that ended with some Russian roulette. Russian roulette? It's a game where you load one bullet in a gun, spin the cylinder, point it towards you, and pull the trigger. So you really did it. Ah, so that's how you're supposed to play it. So it would have been fine if I'd only used one bullet? Huh? I guess it was just as Monami said. Huh? I misunderstood and thought I had to take one bullet out of the cylinder, so that's what I did. You only had a 1 in 6 chance of surviving! But I'm still alive. After all, the only thing about me is how good thing about me is how lucky I am. He did the same thing when the first killing happened at the old building near the hotel. He depended on his luck and was able to get cleaning duty just as he wanted. That's right, I trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty. I love how the background's a giant iPad. You just relied on your luck? It's not just luck. It's true my talent is trash, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know? Huh? I'm left with the red mark? For someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now. At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty, just like I wanted.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
Careful, if we go too deep, we won't be able to come out of the flashbacks.
It was strange that it doesn't connect to anything.
Huh?
He factored in his belief in us. But for some reason, he didn't factor in his own luck. No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
You know, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
Hajime.
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it.
Oh, he was looking for the traitor.
That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
I thought it was Hajime because of his
His plan to luck?
Yeah, I thought it was Hajime because he wasn't even an ultimate student.
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
No, I don't even have to ask. I sure already know what the answer is. The traitor.
I see! That's it? The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then what he said in his video message...
It won't work with just any student handbook. If you want to disarm that bomb, you have to use the traitor student handbook. To be honest, I found out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity. But I was a little annoyed that they never came forward.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
Then it's just as Nagito said at the beginning. Oh, never mind. His purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believe what Nagito said, we would have reached an answer much quicker. The reason that took so damn long. Was it really because we didn't believe in him?
But if he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that!
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
Monami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
We already know it's not Chiaki. He relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. Sounds way too unbelievable to have actually happened, but...
The only thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
But even if we do believe, what should we do?
You gotta believe!
I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it. Because they weren't created to do that.
Chiaki?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself!
That's why I want you guys to guess.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
Uh-oh.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime? Who do you think the future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Getting some horrible luck in Among Us right there.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor? Hajime, please.
Select someone. Kazuichi, Sonia, Chiaki, Fuyuhiko, or Akane. Oh man. I wonder if it even matters who I pick. He's been wrong at almost every turn. As much as I like her character, wasn't me. Based on the reaction.
It's... you? Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Please! Hold on!
Aw, you totally guessed right. Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor.
She's putting on a guise.
The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all. is me.
Damn it! Why? This is nonsense. Why? Why does this make sense?
Hey, Chiaki. Are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
But we know... Hold on. I gotta check something. We're gonna refute that. We are definitely going to refute that. Because of this. Monokuma knew all along that the bombs were fake. However, he apparently never revealed that fact to anyone.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
What does this mean? You... Up till now...
We're gonna refute that.
You've been tricking us?
She's not the traitor.
We were not tricked! After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time.
On top of that, her student ID was, didn't cancel the bombs.
Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying future foundation, that is obviously a lie.
Please, wait! The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is!
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
No, I have nothing more to say.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity. So the only thing left to do is vote.
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet.
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand.
I like how she's just like, let's hurry up and get to the vote, even though we were so hell-bent on being like, let's continue with Nagito. Let's continue with Nagito. Let's continue with Nagito. But the second Chiaki's ousted as a murderer, vote! Vote, 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 vote!
We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Thank you, Sonia.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that? Maybe... I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost.
Huh?
Hey, Hajime. Can you do me a small favor?
Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
I want to explain everything to you guys, but... as I expected, that's rather difficult. That's why... the only thing I can do is plead with you. I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you. There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way. So please.
I feel like Chiaki knows exactly what she's doing.
We gotta do what we can. It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all! 'Cause Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl. I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I've always been alone. I have no friends. Anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
Damn it!
Chiaki isn't my friend. I I hate Chiaki so much.
Monami and Chiaki's relationship. Proving it here. Is that the only way? Panic talk action.
Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. I won't let you. Let's all get along. Burst open and mix.
That's a Vegeta quote.
I can't lose. Hajime, you stupid face! I won't let you. Burst open and mix. I'll lower your grades. Disappear. Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. I'll lower your grades. Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. Chucky and I aren't best
Mono,
friends.
Mi's, note, book.
This is the end! When we investigated Nagito's cottage, I discovered a notebook with the new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
Burst open and mix! That line, I don't know how it relates to Monami, but that line is related to Vegeta using the artificial blood waves to turn himself into a great ape.
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
So sudden?
Give me that notebook.
Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired.
What is this? Is this Monami's diary?
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
Bingo!
Evil Wob with the 77 month of tier 1 saying, unleash the silliness, Tom. I believe in you. I shall. Here's a sub for your sub. Mwah.
Nagito was probably looking for that too, so that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either. However, it's different for me.
You know?
It took me this long, but I finally understand.
No, the truth I might have already known the moment I found it. The truth is I might have already known from the moment I found this notebook. I just want to turn my eyes from the truth it contained. But now I clearly know. I can't help but know.
First of all, this isn't Monami's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Then the one who wrote this is...
Someone connected to Monami. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monami?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monami?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know.
Topic we discussed in that entry. Is it the final dead room?
In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go to the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the final dead room. But the only one who knew that.
If I win the life-threatening game here, I'll be able to go to that octagon place, right? That's where the exit should be. I did it. I finally did it. I finally figured out where the exit is. I can get out. With this, I can finally get out. You can't do that. You shouldn't go in there. You won't find what you're looking for.
That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki. That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must be some mistake. I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Miss Sonia.
Chiaki is... She is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you'd do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
It's really stupid to be fighting over something like this. And so, with an annoyed expression on her face, Chiaki walked over to the bombs without saying a word. Took her handbook out of her pocket. Huh? Without hesitating, swiped the card reader. That looks more like an NFC reader. Bzzz. Looks like it was wrong.
Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the traitor's handbook.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
That's where I got you, buddy!
She knew? That is a mistake! That must be a mistake! Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
Of course not.
I will not believe it! I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor! There is just no way!
Nobody knew the bombs were fake, except for Sonia, who investigated. I don't want to believe, but
then nobody will be saved.
Make your argument. Monokuma files, Sony's account, Monokuma's account, Monomi's notebook, gas mask, gloves, blue piece of paper. I'm going to put this on Monokuma's account.
Chiaki is not the traitor!
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me, when I tried to detonate it.
No, okay. I'm not mistaken at all. You are the one who was wrong.
Damn it!
I say the Monokuma would have known, but
Chiaki is not the traitor!
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me, when I tried to detonate it.
Unless you know a whole lot about bombs, there's no way you know if it's fake just by looking at it.
I don't want to believe it, but I have to move forward. I have to move toward the path she's showing us. I had to look at my bullets again.
Chiaki is not the traitor!
When we were trying to turn off
Monokuma
the
file
bomb,
5, Sony's account, Monokuma's account, Monomi's
didn't Chiaki
notebook,
use the card reader right away?
gas mask, blue piece of paper.
If
Okay,
she's a traitor,
so
she would've been more
it's either
cautious.
Sony or Monokuma's account. Let me read the accounts again. Sonia's account secretly went to the military base and found the bombs were fake. At the time, Monomi was apparently peeking at the whole thing. Ooh, no. Sonia's account is going to be used against her.
If that bomb was fake, the only person who knew it was me, when I tried to detonate it.
Oh, wait, that wasn't it?
Damn it! Chiaki is not the
Oh,
traitor!
I was on the wrong account.
When we were trying to turn, didn't Chiaki use the?
If she's a traitor, there's no way Chiaki. If that bomb was fake or not, the only person who knew it was me. When I...
That's not it.
No, dummy.
That's not it. Sonia shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake. Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real. You said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami.
I do not want to hear that! Enough already. Please do not say another word. I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
Sonia.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor!
Rebuttal showdown.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Oh, I'm out of cuts. Sonia, she's panicking pretty badly. I won't have enough words if I counter her right away. Might be best just to wait for Sonia's words.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Advance.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier. He knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably thought it was fake before. If so, you could not. Monami and Chiaki were working together.
All right, retreat. I gotta go through that again.
Damn it!
I was overcome. She's gonna go back to the original topic.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma.
Okay.
Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably told that it was fake beforehand. If so, Monami and Chiaki were working together.
Nope, nothing. Oh my god. What Sonia's saying is all over the place, but she should know now. I wish it wasn't true. Just hoping Chiaki says just kidding with her usual tone of voice. I don't even know what I'm going for here. But that is just my selfish desire. Chiaki isn't wishing for that.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so early. He knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably told you that it was fake beforehand.
Okay, hold on. Monokuma probably told her that was fake beforehand. Monokuma knew all along the bombs were fake, however, he apparently never revealed that fact to anybody.
If Monami and Chiaki were working together!
Damn it! Ah! Ah!
Damn it!
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
Monokuma told nobody.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier. Cookie knows everything about Monokuma. Probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand.
No, dummy.
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used? I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just telling you for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved.
That... Monokuma may have just been lying.
No, he won't lie at times like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
That's not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
That's not it.
Are you telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
I'm telling you, that's not it.
That was the platform he was running on.
We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito.
Don't trust Nagito, trust his luck.
We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know. I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
You gotta believe!
Damn it.
Oh, we can parappa our way out of this. Hold on. I slam my penis in the car door. Nope, can't do it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before. Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel.
I'm sorry.
Chiaki!
Monami, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this. But still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that. We could even call this a miracle.
And then
Hey,
Usami gets her powers
what have you two been
back.
talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
I know. It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me, and cast your vote.
God damn it!
Why did it end up like this?
I can imagine Kazuichi and Akane spitefully voting for Hajime. $78 at the end there. Wow. Okay. B. What did I need for an A? 1850 maybe? I don't think there was that many points left, honestly. It's not fair. I feel the same as everyone else. There's no way I can agree to this. Emptiness. Loneliness. Sadness. But most of all, I'm ashamed of my weakness. But, even so, I have to move forward. If we believe in the person who's urging us forward, then we have to start walking. And believe with as much hope as possible that what lies ahead... Wait, what? Select someone. Wait, what? What am I selecting for?
Even so.
What if I'd picked somebody else if it would have been wrong? Oh, they made me vote for her.
Man, I'm pooped. Let's go ahead and announce the results. The traitor from the Future Foundation and Nagito Komaeda's killer is... Chiaki Nanami!
Damn it.
Are you serious? That was correct? The fact that Chiaki was a traitor. The fact that Nagito's crime depended entirely on his luck. Everything was true?
Damn it.
Plus, that means that bastard managed to pull it off.
Congratulations, everyone.
Damn it.
Stupid. We're not celebrating at all.
Damn it!
Chiaki, let me ask you one more time. Are you really part of the Future Foundation? An agent of the organization that brought us to this island? Is that really your true identity?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
What?
That is...
I cannot believe it, even though I do not want to believe it. There is no choice but to believe, right?
I'm sorry.
It would have been better if I could have said it sooner, but I couldn't say it no matter what. 'Cause I can't betray the Future Foundation.
Can't betray?
Well?
Even if you want to fly, you can't, right? Even if you want to swim where you please, you can't, right? It's the same for me. Due to the nature of my existence, I will never be able to betray the Future Foundation.
What the heck? But in the end, you did something similar. What you did is no different than sharing your secret yourself.
You're right.
Why?
Now's not the time to be laughing.
Well?
But strangely enough, I don't have any regrets. In fact, I'm somewhat happy. I was able to think, I was able to think I wanted to protect everyone. That's why I feel proud of my actions.
You're still saying stuff I don't get, but if we ask you anything, you're not gonna answer, right? Like if we ask why you were in the Future Foundation and stuff.
I'm sorry. That is...
Even if you were a traitor, you never betrayed us. Chiaki, you will always be our friend, even now. We don't blame you for this. That's why you don't need to apologize.
Yeah.
Free the chat! So the traitor was revealed and Chiaki lost. In the end, it all went according to Nagito's plan, huh?
Like...
About that. Was that really Nagito's goal? Is it really okay to say he was trying to find the killer and eliminate them? So, isn't that strange? Strange?
So...
I mean, we nearly lost, right? If Chiaki hadn't said anything, we definitely would have lost.
You've raised a good point. That's exactly it. Even though Nagito said he would weed out the traitor, he never said he would kill the traitor.
Huh?
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations! You successfully stopped Nagito's plan. I mean, Nagito's plan was to reveal the traitor and kill everyone else besides the traitor.
Kill everyone else besides the traitor?
Are you serious?
That was Nagito's goal?
Huh?
Why do you have to do something like that? Of all the... to form a plan, only the traitor would survive. Is a bastard really that twisted?
Nope.
It's okay. Okay, what?
Well?
I mean, it's not just Nagito's fault. If the circumstances had been different, he probably wouldn't have taken things so far.
Chiaki.
Chiaki, you really are a kind-hearted person.
Huh? You think so?
Jeez, I wonder where you got your personality from.
Perhaps.
Maybe our dad and big brother. Don't you think? Whoa, hello!
Hey,
Hey.
come on now.
Hey, don't go talking about your family all of a sudden. That's totally ripping off Teru Teru.
I can't lose.
Then I cannot lose to Chiaki. Just like Chiaki and everyone else, even if I know it's a fight I cannot win,
Hi-ya!
I must try to retaliate.
Huh?
Huh? Retaliate?
I will no longer let you do as you please.
Stupid! Stop! What are you doing?
As they say, we shall die together.
You idiot, you know there's more Monokumas. Chiaotzu! She self-destructed?
What'd you say?
What's going on?
Huh?
Monokuma, like, died.
No.
I'm not dead.
Whoa, a new fucking one came out!
Phew.
Utterance from Cartman saying the effort of Monami was over 9,000.
Phew, man, that surprised me. If only I didn't have a spare, I would have died.
I can't.
Not yet. I'm not done yet. Hey, wait.
If I don't beat you, nobody can live in peace.
Stop it, I say. I'm sorry. I lose. Forgive me.
Chiaotzu!
Hey, not yet. Seriously, stop it. If you don't stop right now, it's all going to be destroyed.
I won't forgive you.
Of course, I'm doing it so you'll all be destroyed. I will be the one to protect my students. I will protect them with my life.
Monami, you...
Hey.
Now then, how many of you are still there? You might as well come out all at once.
Ooh.
How many? Not that much. Just around 10 to the 60th power.
One second. I don't think there's a word for it. Basically, 1 followed by 60 zeros. That is not 10 trillion. That is a lot more than 10 trillion. Six Googles. Googol is a Google. A Novum Decillion. Okay.
Huh? What did you say?
What?
What? 1 million? 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion, 1 quadrillion. Jump ahead. 10 to the 52nd, 10 to the 56th, then 10 to the 60th. That's 10 to the 60th power.
Hey.
After all this, you're still joking around. You sure have quite the daring spirit.
Too bad.
Except I'm not joking. What are you even saying anymore? Didn't you see that scene? While you're doing this, my clones are continuously and endlessly created in the Monokuma manufacturing facility.
That's wrong.
Whoa, those were just stuffed animals. That's right. I checked them with my own hands. They're just plushies.
Damn it!
You're just bluffing. Monami, finish him off.
Hey,
Even if it's just a plushie, as long as you give it Monokuma's personality, it becomes a fully developed Monokuma.
What did you say? There's no way that's possible. That's not even magic.
Magic, huh?
Could it be?
Could it be? Have you already obtained that much power?
Hey!
Hold on. If you bring up magic so suddenly, we're gonna be so confused. Unless you mean magic in a technological sense, we don't understand this at all.
Hey!
What's going on? Don't tell me they're not gonna call us magic or something.
Well, I don't care how you interpret it.
in the end, even if Monami risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of 10 to the power of 60 strong! There's no value in that life you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair! Does it make you dizzy from excitement?
Blue Nixella says that 10 to the 60's power is larger than the number of atoms in the Earth, which makes me believe that this is sometime in the far future.
What's this?
And how many Monomies are left to challenge my army of 10 to the 60th power?
Cartman with 100 bits saying, in the universe, there's a total of 10 to the 82nd power atoms. That's the highest amount of anything. Not true. Technically not true. If you are counting, yeah, no, there are more subatomic particles than there are atoms.
You don't have to say anything, I know. Let's see, you just have 10 more left, right? I know everything! I'm the conqueror of the new world!
I can't lose.
I won't give up. Even if I have no chance of winning,
It's okay, Monami. Well,
It's not about giving up, you know?
let's believe in them.
Let's believe in them. Let's believe in everyone and leave the rest to them.
But,
Right?
Right?
damn it, what the hell is going on? I do not know for certain, but the only thing I can say is,
Please listen.
Monokuma is an enemy of the Future Foundation.
Like,
Does that mean there's another organization that's our enemy besides the Future Foundation?
this is bad.
We're in this situation because we're caught up in a dispute between these two organizations?
Okay, that's it! Let's just leave that talk for later. Because the punishment time's gonna start!
Hold on, just a little more time.
To wait or not to wait, that is the question. But which will cause more despair? That's the real question. If you think about it, you know, right? There's no way I'd wait.
But I haven't.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Hajime. Regardless, there's nothing else I can say. I'm not allowed to say anything more than I already have. Not that I...
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Chiaki Nanami, the ultimate gamer!
Special bleeding service.
Ah, for Monami too.
Huh? Why even Monami?
It's just a 2-for-1 special. I could have killed that thing anytime I wanted since she's not a student. And also, I don't need anybody that will defy me anymore.
Uh-huh.
Ah, also, I remember now.
Sorry.
I'm an only child.
That is...
What is that?
It's okay. Even if I'm here, I'd just be a burden anyway. And not just that. I've decided to believe in everyone.
You guys,
You guys,
I'm sorry about so many things. I'm sorry for lying to you. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you to the very end.
Just one last time. Let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher.
you gonna imply a student-teacher relationship yet again?
There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself just to make people acknowledge you. When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone. But still, it doesn't have to be like that. Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of. 'Cause you yourself are your biggest supporter.
That's true. You only got one you. So take care of it.
If you can learn to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life. Love, love.
Bye, everyone. It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you. It's true. It's absolutely true. 'Cause I know.
I'm waiting for them to just like disappear. They don't get the punishment. They just vanish.
Bye-bye. Please don't forget about your teacher.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Then let's proceed with high spirits. This is the very last punishment time.
Hammer. Game over. Chiaki has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. You too, Monami. And the remaining Monamis. Space Invaders. Please insert coin. Up, Pac-Man! Tetris, oh my god. Even until the very end, I couldn't look away from Chiaki's final moments. Without realizing it, I had fallen to my knees. 100% complete anime fans saying, "Oh, come on, I still had to continue." A feeling of powerlessness spread throughout my body. It's over. It just had to end. Before I could ask what I need to ask, before I could say what I need to say, Chiaki vanished before my eyes. And I couldn't even tell her thank you. If I had said that, would she have been comforted a little? 100 from Cartman saying, now we won't see Tetris 99 the same way again. As she was executed as the traitor, would she have been comforted a little? I don't know. My chest just hurts.
I don't.
Good gracious, that was such a big surprise! As for Chiaki, she regularly took on the role of pointman during the class trials, as did Nagito too. And not only was she the traitor, she was Nagito's killer too! Oh well, don't worry about it. There won't be any more situations where you'll need to rely on them.
Huh?
Wait, does that mean?
Now the annoying rabbit is gone as well. All the obstacles that have been keeping us stuck on this island are completely gone.
Are you serious? We can really leave this island?
So now present.
Yep, congratulations. I shall now announce the end of the killing school trip. For you 5 who survived up until now, I shall give you the right to graduate. Thank you for all your hard work!
Are you really okay with that?
Hmm? What do you mean?
There are still 2 days left. If you were acting like your usual self, you'd be setting things up so another killing happens right away.
Yeah, you're right.
Stop it! What are you saying? What if Mr. Monokuma changes his mind? Also, you said U5 like you were emphasizing that part. Does that number of people matter more than the remaining time? That's why you're saying it's the end already, even though there's still 2 days left, right?
Huh?
It matters that there are 5 people left? You plan to make a volleyball team? You need 6 people for volleyball! Don't stay quiet. Say something! What's your actual purpose? You're our enemy and the enemy of the Future Foundation. So what's your true identity?
Hey,
If the Future Foundation is the world ender, then I will end the new world that the Future Foundation has created.
Huh?
no.
Well, you'll just have to look forward to the rest after the countdown ends. That timer has almost reached 0. If it reaches 0, everything will end. The Future Foundation's lame plan will be nothing but toilet bubbles.
Hey,
When that time comes, you'll know everything. You'll see all your questions answered in one go. And then you guys can find out for yourselves just how messed up this new world is.
Hey.
Huh? A new world? Don't go saying new shit all of a sudden.
Yep.
Well, just think of the remaining 2 days until the countdown reaches 0 as a bonus. While you're at it, you should enjoy your life on this tropical island to the fullest. Cause once you leave this island, your hopeless lives back home will be waiting for you.
Monokuma's boisterous laughter carried on for what felt like forever. Our questions, our worries, our sadness were simply ignored. The laughter just kept going. Forever. We all died. As for what we did afterwards, honestly, it doesn't matter at all. I returned to my cottage for the time being and fell asleep. After I woke up, my will to move my body didn't come back. That's why. I didn't look back at everything that happened till now. I didn't think about what was going to happen. I just kept praying nothing else would happen, and burrowed deep into my sheets as if I was trying to hide. In doing so, I was somehow trying to endure the long day. And then the sun finally set. The day feels abnormally long when you spend it praying that nothing else happens. Which reminds me, I haven't heard Monokuma's announcement. I guess that isn't needed anymore. Is everything really going to end? What is everything anyway? How far? How much is everything? If we leave this island, is everything going to end? There's still so much we don't know. About our school memories, the Future Foundation, Hope's Peak Academy, Monokuma's true purpose. Can we really end this and turn our back on all that? And not just that, if we're really leaving, then where are we going? To Hope's Peak Academy? That was my last night at Jabberwock Island. At a place where my worries didn't even matter. Everything was about to end. Eight hours, 55 minutes, and 20 seconds left. I feel like I had a fun dream somehow. I think it was about my childhood. Because of that, I was able to face the day with a somewhat happier feeling than usual. That's right. It's the last day. According to Monokuma. Suddenly my body shuddered. Right when I opened my eyes, I was gripped by fear that I never felt before. A fear that had been abandoned in this world. I had been abandoned in this world. Completely, utterly alone. With nobody left on this island. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonia. Like everyone was gone, I couldn't find them anywhere. I suddenly couldn't believe in anything. Like everything in this world was nothing but lies. Ah! I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that. Escape, cut. When I left the cottage, I randomly ran into her.
Hello there.
Ah, Hajime. Good timing. Good timing. What do you mean?
See?
Remember Nagito's video message we found at the factory? Yeah, when we were dealing with the bomb ruckus. What about it?
Well?
Apparently there was more to that message inside the laptop. Huh?
Yep.
We weren't able to see it until a day or so had passed. Apparently it was locked by a timer. Did he set it up so we wouldn't be able to watch it until after the class trial? Why would he do that?
Perhaps.
Maybe Nagito planned to leave this as a will? Nagito's will. Where is it right now? We were just planning to meet at the restaurant and watch it together. Got it. The restaurant. Fate of the Togami clan, 2389. Guide you. Nagito, I can't believe you actually left a will. Fine then. I'll make sure to listen to your last words. Tremble with fear. I will die twice. Bingo! Mama, what happened? Hanamura Diner. Stump up with the 70 months of tier 1. Here's a sub for your sub. Wow, with the message saying she really did T-spin to safety. How much left of this game do you think there is time-wise? Shit. Do it. About 5 to 6 hours? Okay. I should hurry over to the restaurant while everyone's waiting. I should hurry over to the restaurant. Everyone should be waiting. Ha 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 ha. Forgive me, love me, forgive me, love me, forgive me. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start. Sorry, guys, don't and lose. Murmur, and squish, Miss Mahiru. Hurry over to the restaurant. Everyone should be waiting. Justice, young tool, young master, you. Want to make amends? Say cheese, smile, everyone. Yahoo, please listen to one song. I should hurry over to the restaurant. Everyone should be waiting already. I'm glad I checked the cottages. I was expecting it to be... Wait, where is Chiaki? Hey, you're late. Is it true? Nagito really left another message? Kneel before Miss Sonia and thank her! She was the one who found it! I was going for a walk with Gundam's hamsters when I found it when I stopped by the factory.
Listen well.
Of coincidence, you say? Wrong. That is the will of causality guiding you. Huh? Why would Miss Sonia be going for a walk with Gundam? They never allowed that.
Damn right.
So anyway, let's hurry up and play it. Yeah, you're right.
I wonder who's watching this message.
Is it the trader from the Future Foundation? If so, congratulations. Looks like it ended the way I hoped it would. Ended the way he hoped it would.
Damn it.
Nagito was trying to kill everyone except for the traitor. Damn it, it was just as Monokuma said.
Hey!
So he really set up the traitor as the killer? And he even tried to make them survive the trial? But why would he do that? Enough of your useless talk. It appears there's still more. But if everyone but the traitor is watching this video,
How unfortunate.
then fortunately I guess I lost. That outcome is the complete opposite of the hope I believe in. Well, not that it matters for me anymore. I mean, no matter what the outcome is, it doesn't matter for a dropout like me. Now then, let's put this meaningless introduction aside and get down to business. Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm going to speak so that both sides will understand. First of all, you might be wondering why I did what I did. Well, I just took action after talking about it for so long. The special prize in the final dead room allowed me to learn a certain truth. It would be troublesome if everyone found out, so I already disposed of that page. But anyway, I was totally surprised. I mean... You do this. The Future Foundation's traitor must have known that truth all along. And so, I was able to learn the truth about this world and resolved to take action immediately. I shouldn't have made fun of Hajime. Deep down, I always wanted to become a protagonist myself. Check the web for details. But now that I know the truth, as I look back on Monokuma's actions, I'm starting to see what he's planning. By giving us information about the island's mystery and the Future Foundation, he's raising all your hopes. But only so he can lead you to unimaginable despair. Plus, Monokuma's trying to show that despair to someone. Perhaps that someone is... seriously pissing me off. Helen 2C 2-ick. Can't believe something good like this is only $120. So happy. It's so happy yours. Jeez, what a hopeless truth. Who is Monokuma's true identity? How could they come up with a plan like that? But that's enough reflecting on the past. Let's talk about the future now. If you want to escape Monokuma's plan, there's a specific place you need to go to. The key to enter that place is that message you found at Nezumi Castle.
Well...
Normally, you need to follow a bunch of steps to enter that place. But since that message gets rid of those steps, you can think of it as an Easter egg or something. It's probably left by someone other than Monokuma or Monami. But that has nothing to do with me. You guys still think you're not good. You're not gonna die or something. WWE, stop it, don't stop, 12. I had to hide this until my plan came to an end, but I guess now's a nice time to announce it, right? So then, I'll announce the password. 11037. That is the password that was written in Nezumi Castle. You have to use that to enter that specific place. That's the only way you can escape Monokuma. I feel like I've been talking forever, but that's all for me. With this, my duty is finished. I believe my actions will become the foundation of this world's hope. And if that really happens, praise me. Tell others what I've accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. Respect me.
Please call me the ultimate hope.
Please call me the ultimate hope. You guys think you're... Okay, that's the you're gonna die message. This was Nagito's final message. That 11037 number that Nagito said it was the password. There's no mistaking it. That's the password to enter the ancient ruin.
Hey.
You better hurry, I think. Let's go before the countdown reaches 0. You're right. Let's go.
There's something wrong.
That bastard Nagito, he was screwed up till the very end. What's with that praise me crap?
Of course not.
After all the crap he put us through, there's no way we'd ever do that. Alright, looks like it's finally my turn. I'll punch Monokuma so hard he'll go flying around the world. As long as Coach Nekomaru and me are here, we won't lose. Just leave it to us.
Damn right.
Looks like the others left already. We should go too. What, are you scared now? Of course not. Let's crush Monokuma's plans. You're right. There's nothing to worry about since everyone's here. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Easy as pie.
Now then, let us make haste to the ancient ruin. As long as we work together, we will not lose to Monokuma or anyone else. We're not alone. We're always together, you know? Outside. No, I went to the lobby by mistake. Now's not the time to relax. Hurry to the ancient ruin on the second island. Are we in the center island? Yes. The simulation is collapsing. Are you glitched out, my pet? No, you're still fine. I know I walked past it. I just want to see if I can go anywhere else. Now's not the time to investigate this thing. I need to hurry over to the ancient ruin. Woo! Da na 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 da 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 da. Da 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 da. Somehow it is quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Is it really safe to go inside? What's gonna be in there?
You are a boy, right?
So unbelievable to be freaked out like that. You're a man, aren't you? It's also the countdown. There's no time to stand around.
I'm gonna do it.
Damn right. It's our last chance to get inside. I'm starting to feel nauseous from the thrills, the chills, the kills. If you're gonna let it out, why not do it in the Tupperware I keep with me?
Dumbass.
Hey, now's not the time to fuck around.
Young master for Yuhiko.
It's going to be all right. You don't have to worry. I'll protect my young master. Oh, I like it when she smiles like that. Now then, let's go forward together.
Shut up.
Hell, don't treat me like a kid.
This is your leader's order.
Believe that hope lies beyond this point. That is your leader's orders. Oink, 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 oink!
What?
What was that? I told her you only understand piggy talk. I said, you're so cool in piggy talk.
In the name of my family.
I'm going to kill you.
Hajime.
Hajime, the password, please. Yeah, I know. It's a simulation. It makes sense, right? 11037,
It's
right?
gonna be fine.
There's no need to worry, for you to worry. The only thing beyond this point is a shining future. Now then, let's open the door to the future. 770, backwards E, upside down L. Beyond this door, the future is waiting. A sparkling future. Now then, let's move forward.
Is this a trial ground? But why am I at a trial ground?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
By the way...
Huh?
Where did everyone go?
Hmm? Everyone?
What? Something's wrong. What did I do? No, that's not it. I'm not the weird one. What's really weird is that the world is falling apart around me. This world? At last, I have all 7 Chaos Emeralds! Plant them into my Monokuma bomb and it becomes a weapon like no other! Stage clear?
Hey, it's me!
Capped 5, smile at hope and despair. Surviving students? 5.
Oh man! Oh man! We obtained her! Hyperlink blocked. And we got it for the low, low price of 1997 Kromer.
And that is going to be where we end this. The game didn't crash. I Alt F4, so I wouldn't see anything else past that. Buddy, is that my sock? Where did you even get that? I got it in the stream because Manatee's being a butt.
Chapter 0! Now is my chance to be a big shot! Hey, leave the sock alone, buddy.
Alrighty. Whom should we raid and with what? How about consent encounter? But whom to raid? It's a Thursday night and a surprising amount of people are streaming. How about... Give us your cash! A nice guy. Gorgonov the 500 bits saying, Father has given me a sock. Manatee is free. Oops. Consent encounter, and we're gonna raid. Got it right. All right. Dan the Enigma is currently playing Paper Mario for the N64. I wonder if this is a mod, though. Looks like it's called Paper Mario Black Pit. Yep, it is modded. All right. So be sure to give Dan some of that Tominous love, and I'll see you all back here on Saturday, maybe? Anyway, I'll see you all then. Later.